About a year ago, I picked up this Lincoln grease gun on an auction for $5. I've always wanted one of these grease guns, and I figured for $5, I might as well try. Now, this unit came with a battery, which I took apart in order to figure out the polarity of the battery. Originally, I was going to try to rebuild this battery pack. That ended up being a dead end. I didn't want to deal with those old NiCad batteries. So the new plan is, I've got this M18 adapter, and I want to convert this to Milwaukee. I have a lot of Milwaukee tools. So the plan is to take the old battery housing and mash it together with the Milwaukee adapter. So the way the original battery worked is the battery housing holds this terminal adapter, which slides through the neck and is only held there through friction. Well, because of that, one of the original cells was installed in the neck and acted as a spacer to hold that terminal adapter in place. We'll need to trim these legs off, and the Milwaukee adapter will mount like so. After trimming the legs off, this is kind of a mock-up of how this is going to look. I found this chunk of aluminum, as is in my scrap aluminum bin, and it actually fits there perfectly. So I'm going to use this chunk of aluminum as a mounting adapter.
So in order for this not to pop out, this needs to push, the old battery cell needs to push on the back of this black insert to support it. And this cell is the right size, and if this spacer is installed back here with the cell installed, everything's flush so that when this scrap piece of aluminum is set on top, everything should stay nice and tight. Well, I don't want to install an old battery cell, so I was thinking I've got this piece of, I believe this is polyethylene, high density polyethylene. Anyway, it's a little bit bigger than we need. It's a little bit bigger than we need here, but I could turn this down on the lathe and make a cell spacer. Now this little cardboard tube on the outside is part of the assembly, because this spacer is needed for here. So I could either turn this down, have two step sizes on here, or I think I'm just gonna turn it all down to this size and then slide this thing on at the end. I think that'll be just fine. So let's head over to the lathe. Zero ideas how this stuff's gonna machine. I don't even really know what it is. I think it's HDPE. It might be nylon, I guess. I am not a plastics expert. All right, we're faced 868 thousandths. Let's aim for that, I guess. And it looks like overall we are 1.612. this fit? Oh yeah. That's it right there. So this is roughly where this support sits. And then the cell spacer goes here. And then this sits on top like so. So the red one is just gonna solder on right here, but the black one has to come over here somehow. Well, that actually ain't half bad. Wow, that actually lined up pretty good too. Looks like that might just be enough. So if we lay this ground wire in here, or negative wire rather. Oh yeah, look at that. That'll work. See, and then this red one can just solder on right there. And this black one we can solder on right over there. Sweet, let's get the soldering iron out. Excellent, and now all we got to do is just solder on the red wire here. I'm going to strip this out a little longer than I did the other one. I am going to spray a little bit of flux off in there. Get rid of some of that corrosive flux. There we go. It feels about right. Now, is it going to fit in here? Should all just kind of slide together. Yeah! Woo! Cool. There we go. Cool. Now, I was thinking I should have probably drilled a couple holes here. So what I'm thinking of doing, and I know this is going to be kind of hacky, but I'm just going to run some screws up into the case. I think that's going to be just fine. So I think I might just do two screws here, and I might actually redo these two just to be through holes, clearance holes. Probably should have used the number 8, but that's fine. And then the rest of these will be sheetrock screws going up into the plastic of the bottom of the unit. So there's really no need to take this back out. I'm never going to put the original batteries in it. Alright. There's that. And now this should slide on the right way. Good. That one's sunk in. That one's sunk in. And that's in. Well, that feels solid. Well, let's see if it works, huh? So we got a full battery here. Oh yeah, look at that. Already gooped out some grease. Let's go give it a try. Don't know if there's still grease in here. Yes, there is. Quite a bit of grease in there still.
That is a lot of grease.
Yep. It's okay if a little bit of the old stuff's in there. Let's open the whole thing up and see how bad it is. Ew. Yeah. That needs to be cleaned. I'm sure we just find something that's starting to separate. There's a lot of top just like that. Everywhere.
Grease is dangerous to eat.
Mm-hmm. Let's go in here. And this gets pulled back. Now we're getting this figured out. You ever used a grease gun before? My goodness, buddy. Let's see if it works. I think I'm gonna have a bubble. Oh. Well, it looks like it's greasing. Looks Looks like it's coming out nice and clear too. Let's see, does low work? Yeah. I think I'll probably end up using it in low. Well, let's go see if we can grease something, huh? Well, I'm quite impressed with this unit. It did exactly what I needed it to do. I think it'll be a fun little tool to have around now. Thanks for watching.